This is just great. Now we're stuck in an asteroid field. Me with these two bumbling Hikarus from two different Macross series. What else could go wrong? At Macross, we need support. We need somebody to help guide us out of here. Don't worry, this is Elintseeker GKaiser from the GKaiser AGE, and we just deployed VE-1 right to your location. He'll lead you right out of there. Whoa, that's perfect. It's about time. Oh, but wait, VE-1, I need to recall you for just about 10 minutes or so, because we got to do a review of just how awesome your Valkyrie is. Roger that, sir. You know we're still lost out here in an asteroid field, right? Lucian? Captain Lucian? Macross? Hello everybody and welcome to the GKaiser AGE. This is Elintseeker GKaiser and this is going to be my review for the Bandai Tamashii Nations Hi-MetalR Macross Do You Remember Love VE-1 Elintseeker Valkyrie. So this is a figure. I picked this one up. Actually, I got it from Ami. It is a very nice website for Japanese and products, and of course anime figures, anime products, anything that you can name for anime that you'd like to get a collectible of. They have it on there. Definitely check them out. Their shipping and their prices are very good, and you get a lot of good discounts, and you can pre-order stuff on there. But enough about that, where I got the figure from. Let's go ahead and get into talking about the figure itself. So the VE Elintseeker is another one of the figures that they have for their Hi-MetalR series from Bandai, and it is a fantastic follow-up to their other Valkyries that they've released recently. This one is from the movie Do You Remember Love, Macross, and as you can see it has a lot of great detail, like with all the other Hi-MetalRs. Now the funny thing is this particular fighter was only seen for just a few seconds in the actual movie, just informing the Macross of where the enemy ship was, and that was literally the only scene it was ever in. But I love the fact that Bandai went ahead and decided to do a figure of it regardless. So to talk about the mechanics behind the VE-1 Elintseeker. So the Elint part of the name stands for Electronic Signals Intelligence. So this fighter is all about reconnaissance, electronic countermeasures, and electronic countermeasures. And then of course communications, and of course letting the Macross know exactly where the enemy is. And as you can see, it comes with one of those large AWACS style radomes, which is its main radar dish. And then on the arm here, it is equipped on the right arm here with a side surveillance radar module. And then of course on the other arm, it has a co-antenna for communications relay, and of course enhancement. And these are really well detailed, as you can see there, and they are adjustable, so you can adjust it different ways. That's mostly for when it transforms into the fighter mode, but it's still nice that it's so adjustable. And of course the arms have the same range. Essentially everything's the same as the other Macross figures that I've reviewed, so it has the same posability, the same range of motion and everything. The really neat interesting thing are the fast packs have been modified. As you can see here, this large bulge on the lower leg fast pack units. This is more enhanced side radar arrays and electronic countermeasure systems. And the same thing for the fast packs on the back here. Let's move the radome down a little bit so you can see it better. But as you can see, those are modified to carry more electronic countermeasures as well, and of radar arrays and communication relay arrays. So this fighter is all about electronic warfare. And you can see the cat's eye symbol on the side here, which is why I kind of nicknamed this one unofficially a cat's eye unit. So just for this, we're going to call him Cat's Eye 101. Alright, so now that we've got a good look in Batroid mode, and we can see this, let's take a quick look at some of the accessories it comes with, and then we'll move on to it in Guardian mode and then in Fighter mode. Now, just another quick fact too, in the movie, once again, you only get to see this figure in Fighter mode, so nobody knew that it actually could transform into a Batroid until they kind of showed off this figure, and of course in the technical specs. But let's go ahead and go on. So right now on here I have the perfect transformation wings, but it also comes with a set of standard wings, and as you can see on the edge of them, they have more additional enlarged parts for sensors and radar. So both the wings there. And then of course it comes with an assortment, just a small one, of 2 more additional hands aside from the ones that I have on there already. It doesn't have a gun holding hand because obviously it does not have the ability to carry weapons. It's all about electronic warfare. And then you got the usual fixed landing gear, which we'll get into during the fighter mode presentation. So we got all of our fixed landing gear pieces. And it comes with all the adapters that you need for the 3 different modes to attach it to a stand. So you get all 3 adapters. And then you get the engine intake covers removed, so that way you can see the inner engine intake. And then of course replacement canopy glass for when it's in fighter mode as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy transformed real quick so I can show off the Guardian mode. There's not going to be much. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty quick review because obviously it's essentially the same as the other figures. It's just, of course, now it's all electronic warfare. So let's go ahead and get it transformed and move on to the final part. Alright, and here we have the Guardian mode. Once again, this wasn't seen in the movie, but still, it is cool that it can transform into this particular mode. And as you can see here, you got the radome at the top. Now, as of course, for the Batroid mode, there's an extension on the radome. So you just gently push down on that, and that lowers it, which helps a lot with the balance of the figure. So now it's at a lower angle. The antennas on these communication arrays, they can rotate for the different modes. So you can flip them up like that. But all in all, it sits very well, even with all that weight on the top from the radome. And as you can see, I have the full wings on here now versus the perfect transformation ones, which are essentially these shorter ones right here that you see. They're just basically one piece that you would slide in the slots behind here after you pull the main wings off. But yep, I absolutely love the detail on this. Of course, adjustable nozzles on the fast pack, though this one's a little bit looser than the other one. The other one seems a lot more firm, but that's probably just, you know, quality defect on my particular one, but it stays in place really well. The radome can rotate, so you can rotate it into different positions, but it's pretty stiff, you know, so you can't exactly spin it around a whole bunch, but you can rotate it into different positions. Yep, that is pretty much it for the Guardian mode. The transformation is just as smooth and as well done as the other VF1s. As you can see, took a little tumble there, but it's very sturdy and very steady, even with all that weight. And as you can see, also we got two pilots, or I should say pilot and the radar intercept officer for electronic warfare handling. Alright, and a nice cat's eye symbol again. I just love the detail on all these figures. Yeah, you got the head down there with its sensor still exposed, unlike some of the other Valkyrie heads where they're kind of more in line with the hull. This one still pokes out so it can still rotate around and capture data and relay that data to, of course, the Macross. Now you might think I failed to transform it because you see the tail fins are still deployed and the backpack's kind of out, but that's actually part of the design, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so let us go ahead and go on to the final mode, the mode that everybody has seen for this figure from Macross Do You Remember Love, and that is the fighter mode. Alright, and here we have the fighter mode for the VE-1 Elintseeker. Just as you saw out of Macross Do You Remember Love. And this is a fantastic looking fighter mode. I absolutely love it. Looks like it came straight out of the movie itself, with all the detailing and everything. Now the one thing I do want to mention, just real quick while I'm showing off the figure, is when you do the transformations, as much as it might seem like a hassle, definitely take off the antennas and the radome, because let me tell you, they have a lot of small little antenna pieces on them that I feel could easily get broken. It even says it in the instructions to make sure that you take them off to prevent any of these antennas from being broken during the transformation. But all in all, this is a fantastic Hi-MetalR figure to go along with all my other ones. Speaking of which, I should probably send this guy to go get the Hikaru twins and Macer out of trouble before they crash into something and get lost. Alright, so again, this is Lucien GKaiser from the GKaiser AGE. If you like what you see here, definitely drop a like, favorite, and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you check out my Facebook page and Twitter for updates. I'll also be doing some streaming every once in a while on my Twitch channel, and you can see some images of this figure on my Imager account as well. Also, one other thing I just want to add in, you can put the landing gear on here. The antenna does fold up, so you can actually have it in a settled landing pose with the landing gear out. But again, this is Lucien GKaiser from the GKaiser AGE, signing out until the next Macross battle. Okay, this is VE-101. I have returned. I'm going to get you guys out of here. This is VE-101 to Macross. We may need to get a recovery team out here.